Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Aarif and there is something I want to talk about. Alright, let's begin. There's a weird phenomenon I've been noticed all through my life where the more I put myself to discomfort, the happier I am. I think this event is increasingly apparent to me in my first semester of my university life. I desire to make the best impression possible to everyone. I think it has become typical freshman behavior, It is new school, new friends, new classes, and everything is new. So I really felt I want to reinvent myself as a human being, especially in a social skill basis. So in order to do that, I was forcing myself outside the comfort zone so frequently. At the early stage, I think it was quite good because I felt incredible. I was energetic and optimistic. I remember waking up in the morning not being tired because I was ready to tackle the day with energy. And guess what? It was last only for 7 days. And although this euphoria didn't last forever, I never forgot how I felt, and I remember the importance of viewing the comfort zone and the effect of it influenced my life. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a few things that I've learned about the comfort zone and how I think you can get a better understanding of how the comfort zone works, and hopefully you can apply them into your life as well. So everything you are physically capable of doing in this world falls into one of the two categories, inside the comfort zone or outside the comfort zone. Firstly, the things that are inside the comfort zone are easy for you to do. They take little or no effort to do, and there is pretty much no mental resistance in the way of doing it, like driving or riding. For a lot of people, driving and riding are completely inside the comfort zone. You drive to work, you ride to class or anywhere you like as long as you bring your license and don't get caught. Because of driving and riding is so easy, at one point, your brain subconsciously places it inside the comfort zone. So you don't really think about doing it before you're doing it. It is just something you do. Next, how about going for a ride? A lot harder, isn't it? It is more physically strenuous and harder. It makes you lose your breath and sweat. And if you haven't ran for a while, you will probably be really sore the next day. And because of that, your brain subconsciously places it outside the comfort zone. The further outside the comfort zone something is, the more mental resistance associated thing. But here's when things get kind of interesting. After a week of running every day, you can find that your mental energy increases. Your outlook on life is better and more optimistic. And after a week of driving, you kind of feel nothing. For your information, there is a kind of relationship between the things that inside and outside the comfort zone and the value these things have on your life. So let's take walking for example. Walking probably inside your comfort zone, but doesn't mean that walking is bad for you. While climbing a coconut tree is outside your comfort zone, but doesn't mean it is good for you. All the comfort zone concerned with is keeping you inside of it, and the way it does is not only make the things that outside the comfort zone uncomfortable and hard to do, it's also always shrinking if you don't do anything about it. Yes, comfort zone can be shrinking, and this is something that most people experience in their lives, whether they are aware of it or not. In my life, this happens all the time, like when I was installed PUBG in my phone. I was spend so much time playing it for hours and hours every day. After doing this, only playing PUBG and not doing anything outside of my comfort zone, things that previously just on the edge of the comfort zone, like reading Quran, getting far away as the comfort zone shrank to a point where read even a sentence of Quran was extremely difficult and very hard to bring myself to do. You may also have experienced this type of things. Maybe you are kind of on your phone a lot or don't really want to do anything that will take much effort. So we know that in order to keep the comfort zone from shrinking, we have to do things that are outside of the comfort zone. Keep the comfort zone large and large. But how? We need a more reliable guide instead of comfort zone for making decisions. And I think it is make your decision based on the values, precisely your values. Figure out what kind of person you want to be, what kind of skills you want to learn, what kind of traits you want to adopt, and make your decision based on that. If you live life this way, the comfort zone can also work in your favor. because it is expanding to meet you. So living the way you want to live will become more natural and dare I say, comfortable. Back to my story, the reason I felt so good was because I was living my life that I wanted to live. Eventually, you will realize that the potential for what you can do in your life expands dramatically. New skills, new knowledges. My final word, instead of put yourself out of the comfort zone, why not expand it? Thank you, Assalamualaikum, and have a great life.